Greetings, Stratters, and welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Bava, playing Bitter Bob in Modern versus Golfinos SA. I'll play first. All these one-landers. We'll mulligan. Alright, here's a two-lander. We'll keep this. If we get two land, we can cast 95% of our list. So there's no reason to put ourselves in a situation where we don't. I think we'll do the Shambling Vent turn 1 so we can get a turn 2 Bitter Blossom. We'll keep the Thoughtseize for a little bit later. Also, we can Prowl the Stink Drinker Bandit as a 2-drop if we get to just attack with one fairy token on turn 3. So that's what we're going to shoot for here on the play. Golfinos is trying to decide whether or not he wants to mulligan or not. And we'll just give him a chance to make that decision. Okay, we're ready to go. We saw a Godless Shrine and we kept it on top. We'll play our Shambling Vent. That'll let us be sure to draw our Shrine next turn. Prairie Stream. He's going to look at our hand. Blue-white. We're going to cram that Bitter Blossom for sure, because we can get that under counter magic. Then that helps us out quite a bit. Okay, so we'll do a Polluted Delta. Now he doesn't know what the card we drew is. And we'll just get a Swamp and jam that. Alright. We start getting some fairy tokens out there. It could be very good. It could be up against a, I don't know, a Storm List of some kind, or it could just be blue-white control, which has been very popular lately. He bottoms both. There's another Serum Visions. Alright, so we do not get to attack turn 3. I misspoke with the Rogue. The problem with Bitter Blossom is that it puts them in during your upkeep, so they have Summoning Sickness. Make no mistake, the card's good. It was good enough to be banned at one point, but... Alright, so... Blah, blah, blah. It's Jeskai Ascendancy. So let's get rid of his namesake enchantment. And we're not attacking or doing anything else. So we'll play our land tapped, pass the turn. Now if we draw a land, we could conceivably get 2 Stink Drinker Bandits, which means that one fairy starts doing quite a bit of damage. He needs to pull another Jeskai Ascendancy. We've got 0 cards to deal with that. So I mean, we can smother a creature, but it's hard to disrupt this list when it's going off. So he's got his colors, right? Blue, black, white. Blue, red, white. Sorry. There's a Shrine. Okay. We have both of our Stink Drinker Bandits. If he doesn't get a blocker next turn, we're going to be doing 2, 4, 6, 8. He bolts one of them. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so we're still doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. If he doesn't come up with a blocker or a bolt. We have to assume he's going to get another Ascendancy here before too long. Alright. Let's get another fairy. Gatekeeper's good. We're going to keep Smother up, I think. Yeah. Because this is a 2-turn clock, so it's better to go this way. Now probably he bolts or paths, of course, the Stink Drinker Bandit. So it's not a very good clock. We knew he had that path, but that's frustrating. Alright. Alright, so it slows our clock down a bit. Do we just get the Gatekeeper? Yeah, that makes us a 3-turn clock. So we're just going to cast him. Keeping up Smother mana still. There's the Ascendancy. Okay. He's down to just 2 cards in hand. We have a pretty good clock. There's Smother number 2. We still can't do that and keep Smother mana up. We're 1 mana off from that. But we're doing 5 now. Okay. Yeah. Getting rid of that first Ascendancy, I think, was key. Whatever else he has. 2 land. Okay. That's good to know. It's lethal next turn either way, but I think we can afford to smother his Fumarole. Now if he draws a land, you'll just concede. Jeskai Ascendancy means that any non-creature spell will do pretty well for him. We can cast that with Flashback, of course. Okay. So he has a land to discard, that's nice. That was with Flashback. He needs he's only got 2 mana untapped. I don't think he can win at this point. It's hard to say though. He hasn't played a land yet this turn. There's a Probe, putting him to 1 though. Yeah, my other card's a Smother, so. Alright. He's not giving up. He's going to keep going for it. It's not over till it's over, right? Visions of Beyond. He's only got 18 cards in his graveyard. It's going to be 19. Not quite enough to draw 3 cards. Unless he can... No, he just draws 1. 1 card off from drawing 3. That's rough. Alright. Sleight of hand. At this point I don't think he can get anything that'll save him. So, digging, digging, digging. Alright. And we get their game 1. The discard is definitely going to work well for us here, I think. I think we just bring in the Crusaders here to demolish him. Crusaders plus Pikes, right? Those guys are going to be pretty good. We take out the Gatekeepers. We'll bring in the Spellskites. Jeskai Ascendancy combo. Blah 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 blah. That's an old list. It's not the right one. Do I want to get rid of things in his graveyard? The question is whether or not I want to bring in Crypt Incursions. Alright. I'll take out the Stink Drinkers. I'll take out the Sorins. We'll go like that. Alright, we don't want to be too threat light, and the Blackguards with the Bitter Blossoms are too good to take out, because we can make him discard key pieces of his combo that's important. Alright, this is nice. We have a turn 1 Inquisition into a turn 2 Bitter Blossom, so we'll keep that. Maybe we can get an Ascendancy again. Yeah, he's got the Path, and he's got a Probe, but that's fine, we'll take this. Make him dig for a second one. The Path isn't going to help much against the Bitter Blossom, and if we get Crusader, he can't Bolt or Path it, so that's fine. Crusader's kind of a test card, because you know, I don't like mixing up my damage types. Obviously we have a lot of physical damage, and then we have this infect damage. The fact is that he's just so good against most of the removal in the format right now that he's worth a shot, because he can just close out games, right? I mean, you just get that your average rune Pike, give him +3 or so, and then it's just 2 hits and they can't block him, so tends to work out pretty well. And even if they can block him, he pretty much destroys anything, because he's got First Strike and Wither, so works out well. I'd like another discard spell. Crypt Incursion is okay here. I don't think we need it yet, though. I think we just play out the Shrine tapped now. No, there's no reason to do that. There's no reason not to do that. Okay, he's seen our hand with the probe. I think it did give away information. That's probably the worst part about it. He gets 3 soldier tokens. But Bitter Blossom means no life for you. He could have put himself to 18. He obviously wasn't planning for that. Alright, well. Quite a bit of flood for 22 land, but it's okay. Double Disfigure. He's bolting a fairy. Thought Scouring. Throws another Timely down, that's nice. And he's got a Remand in there too. Okay. Let's slow his clock down a bit though. This could be a creatureless Ascendancy. I mean, we saw no creatures, right? I'm not sure exactly how that works. I put another Ascendancy in his graveyard. Okay, so the Crypt Incursions may have been a big mistake. No land. It's not land. Good. See what you have. There's the Fate Stitcher. And a Pyroclasm. I mean, his goal is to get the Fate Stitcher in the graveyard anyway, right? He just discards it and then unearths it. And there's the Path and there's the Pyroclasm. Well. Unearthed only as a sorcery. Alright, we'll keep bringing this damage in. So he's got Pyroclasm and Path. Okay, I need some of my lifelink, guys. Even just a land. Maybe I can get more Fate Stitchers in his graveyard. That would be good too. I keep the Disfigure just for the Fate Stitcher. So only got the one Fate Stitcher in there, right? Okay, if I can get 2 of them, would be good. There's another Thoughtseize. So we're taking quite a bit of damage. There's a Pyroclasm and a Path, so we'll take the Pyroclasm. He's got a Plains and a Path. He's probably keeping the Plains so he can discard it if he needs to something. Just going to play the planes. Okay. I'm not playing this Thoughtseize at the moment. We're at 8 life. I definitely don't want to go down to 6. Alright, so these rogues can do work. That timely reinforcements he cast was super good for him. Alright, let's get some action here. Dark Confident, maybe not the action I want. Alright, so then we're in that, yeah. We're in that super awkward spot where Bitter Blossom wants to hurt us, Thoughtseizes are hurting us, and the Dark Confidant wants to hurt us. And we haven't gotten any of our lifelink stuff. All he needs is 2 bolts and we're kind of in trouble. Yeah, everything wants to hurt us. He still has the path in hand, so even if we had the... He's going to path one of them? That's nice. Got lots of basics in this list. Okay. I would love another Fate Stitcher in his graveyard. I gained 6 off that. As it is, we're keeping that as a backup. He can only unearth as a sorcery, so... Oh good, there's Fate Stitcher number 2. Exactly what we wanted to see. So we just figured that at the end of his turn. If he remans this, at least we get it back. Yep. That's fine. He gets to draw a card off that, but it was during his end step, so. There's a Crusader. I'm going to do this again. Good. I think we'll go ahead and Thoughtseize him. Now that we have a little bit more of a life total. He's going to bolt us. Alright, he's going to concede. That's fine. Alright, so that worked out well. And yes, the Crypt Incursion was super handy for gaining the life and getting rid of those Fate Stitchers. Which those are the guys I couldn't remember what they were exactly in the list I found online, what didn't have them in it. But yeah, I knew they were in there somewhere. I didn't think they were that big. So, alright, well, we win match number 2 against Jeskai Ascendancy. All the discards certainly helped, and the hard to answer threats was good. Crusader came down way later than he needed to, but he was safe from a Pyroclasm in case our opponent drew another one, and still a 5-turn clock, so it would have worked out okay. Alright, so that's match 2. I'm going to do 4 of these things, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to see a different kind of list for Modern, go ahead and let me know. You can post a deck list, I'll check it out, and maybe I'll play it in the future. I'm Bava, playing Bitter Bob in Modern. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Bava. Don't forget to check out our great articles and events at magicgatheringstrat.com. Feel free to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and check us out at twitch.tv/magicgatheringstrat. Thank you to Card Hoarder for their support, and super thanks to our patrons. Check out our great patron rewards and consider supporting us at patreon.com/magicgatheringstrat. Catch you later.